It's week 6 of the NFL, and we'll see Chris Olave. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Saints and the Hawks under the lights on Sunday night.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap.
It's week 6 of the National Football League, and we'll see Chris Olave. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Saints and the Seahawks on Sunday night.
Well, first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things can really go.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Throwing to start the drive. Staley. The pass caught by Olave. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A look at the numbers last week for Olave. 5 catches, 113 yards, and a score.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
To throw on second down. Staley. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Smith. He completes it to Jones. Give to Walker on the read option. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. The Seahawks at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
From the 50, it's Smith. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Saints defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Charbonnet. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes. You can read his hands. And you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes, knock it away.
Now it's Smith. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Staley. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Staley. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a lot. Here's Lou Hedley now. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And taken right at the 35. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
That good for 22 and a first down. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They work now on 2nd and 9. A run now with a tight end Fant. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The back picked up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Seahawks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking to throw on second down. Staley. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
On third down, Staley able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Staley. It's complete to Robinson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now 2nd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, What's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Lou Hedley on now to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he fields it cleanly. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jackson Smith-Njigba and his offense ready to go once more here. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now Geno. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The first catch of the ball game there for Metcalf, and a first down to boot. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first and 10, it's Gibson. And he's got room. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
So from the 17, here's second and 7. They'll try the air now with Smith. This is brought in by Gibson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Geno down to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Walker will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
Now Smith on third and goal. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. To throw on second down. Staley. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. And here's Kamara on the read option. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Looking to throw on second down. Staley.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Staley. And incomplete on the deep ball.
With a rookie quarterback. We're going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so because, remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Brian Brzee, the man to bring him down. 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0 Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw on second down, Staley.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Staley, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw on second down. Staley under pressure. They got him again. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They run again with Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And he is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Throwing now is Geno. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard. On the counter, it's Walker. There's the stiff arm. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run with Gibson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now Smith. This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On this one, may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice consistent gain.
On first down, Staley going right back to Michael Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Now the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Taken down by Pete Werner. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 8. Back to throw, Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
To the air again, Smith. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards for number 11. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Staley. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 there, and a New Orleans 1st down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set
for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, Staley. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Back to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Another pass. Incompletion. You figure defensively in the fourth quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big... But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll fake it. Now Smith.
Smith and Jigba with the ground.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's it. That's what you want. Positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. To throw is Smith. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Hamler now on the return.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll pass there over the middle to start things out. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Staley. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
From the gun on 3rd down, Staley.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. A little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots. And that's what happened on that play. He saw a spot, an opening, and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked.
The offense. He's starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately,
The second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a